Just 2 days away from SummerSlam 2024. 7 announced matchups. All 7 need badass outcomes. And that's what we're going to do in this upload. And before we get to SummerSlam, make sure you guys catch all the content that was uploaded to the channel this week. Even though a lot of it you may not have known went up on the channel because YouTube is not too happy with the channel ever since we put up Liv Morgan in those damn booty shorts as the thumbnail for last week's Monday Night Raw. The YouTube machine is not in a hurry to push BC's content, but there was a lot of good uploads that went up on the channel this week, including yesterday's big upload, Shane McMahon meeting with Tony Khan. BC gives you his candid thoughts on what that could mean for pro wrestling going forward. Make sure you guys catch that upload. In that upload, by the way, in the comments section, my right-hand man on the channel, JR9 Gaming, delivers his Great American Bash NXT report, and it's a damn good one. Not going to give any spoilers. Make sure you guys check that upload out. It was yesterday's upload. In the comments, JR9's NXT report. Now, for what you came here for, SummerSlam 2024. Now, Hunter Hearst Helmsley is sticking with the 7-match format. Just like WrestleMania, 14 matches over the course of 2 nights, an average of 7 and 7. The second biggest event of the calendar year, SummerSlam, will also have 7 matchups, or at least announced as of this recording. There's reports, there is word that a match may get added, but as of now, 7 matchups from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. That's been the center of a lot of conversation, obviously, in the community. Now, back in NXT, Hunter Hearst Helmsley went with a 5-match format for his takeovers, and I thought that was well done. It allowed a lot of matches to get more time when the circumstance and situation called for it. But that doesn't exactly align to the main roster. A lot of people feel that or think that if you shorten up the match card, make it 6 or 7 matchups, those matchups that made the card will get more time. That's not the case. In fact, the average match time for a PLE under Hunter Hearst Helmsley is 11 minutes. The same exact match time for PLEs for Vincent Kennedy McMahon. All it does is it allows more time now for filler. It allows the streaming service, in this case Peacock, which you're already paying for, it allows them to air and give you more commercials. And if you have the next tier for Peacock, then you're just going to get more nonsensical backstage interviews and more promotional ads from WWE. So it just is more filler being pumped out at you. You probably don't even realize it. So on the surface, it looks good, right? We lessened the matchups. It's only 7 now, so now those matches can get more time, but that's just simply not the case. Now, I've never needed a 14-match card pay-per-view lasting 5 hours. In fact, I've always advocated for quality over quantity. Sometimes less is more. But I just feel like SummerSlam should have 8 matchups bare minimum. And 7 just seems a little bit too skimpy. But as of this recording, there are 7 announced matchups, and all 7 have to have a badass outcome. So that's what we're going to do right now. There's no better place to start than the double main event. And we'll start with Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the title. Now, don't overcomplicate this. The numbers game should push Cody Rhodes to the brink and nearly cost him the match and the title, but not so fast. Insert the Tribal Chief, the return of Roman Reigns. Roman should catapult Rhodes to victory, but unfortunately for Rhodes, the good news is he will retain, but the bad news is he will instantly become the second biggest face in the company. Because if and when Roman Reigns returns, which we believe to be at SummerSlam, when SummerSlam concludes Saturday night, Roman Reigns will indeed be that dude in the company. Damien Priest versus Gunther for the championship. Thanks for playing, Damien. Decent reign, we wish you the best. But we're gonna have to hear those words. And new! As Gunther becomes the champion and holds it all the way to WrestleMania 41, where Jonathan Cena dethrones him, surpassing Ric Flair for the most title reigns, and then the following night on Monday Night Raw, leaving the title in the middle of the ring, riding off into the sunset, his career over, but he goes out on top. Logan Paul versus LA Knight, yeah, for the United States Championship. Logan is a great athlete and a really good pro wrestler. Not to mention, he brought a different vibe to that US title that can absolutely be appreciated. That said, in the profound words of Owen Hart, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Logan won that title 9 months ago, and he has only had 2 title defenses. If President Jack Tunney was still in charge, Paul would have been stripped of that gold 9 times already. Because back then, you had to defend like every 30 days, or President Jack Tunney was taking that title. Now, I understand that was back in the day when the street lights came on, kids had to run home. Basically the Stone Age. So maybe President Jack Tunney references no longer are applicable. But the point is, it's been 2 title defenses in 9 months. As for LA Knight, fans started pushing for this dude in January of 2023. That was back when he was rocking the feud with Bray Wyatt. That was 19 months ago for those keeping score. And in those 19 months, Knight has won as many titles as BC has had dates with Liv Morgan, which is 0. At SummerSlam, Helmsley, give this dude something. Title goes to LA Knight. Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker for the Intercontinental title. Now, Sami Zayn's title reign has been good. Memorable? Maybe not. But statistically, it's been pretty good. 22 successful title defenses since winning the title at WrestleMania 40. And out of his overall 29 matches since Mania, he's only lost 2. But after Helmsley had Bron Breakker looking up at the lights at Money in the Bank, 1, 2, 3, clean. There's just not a fireball's chance in Alaska that Bron can lose this match. And no! Bron takes the title. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Seth Rollins will be on the side doing things in a zebra shirt. We're not exactly sure what. Seth only told Punk and Drew to listen throughout the match. He'll tell them to do things and not to do things. Great. Now, CM Punk winning is the obvious choice to many, but it does not mean it's the right one. Rollins screws CM Punk in this match. McIntyre gets the massive victory he's been in dire need of for nearly 2 years, and it'll help catapult the Rollins-Punk feud to a whole nother stratosphere. And let's face it, Punk was always going to be the more cheered individual than Rollins was gonna be. So you might as well let the dude save face and give Rollins an edge from the jump. At least give him something to boo about. Rollins screws Punk, not Drew. Drew gets the victory. Punk and Rollins gets catapulted to the next level. Book it, Helmsley! Book it! Bayley versus Nia Jax, title on the line. Let's keep it simple. Bayley defeats Jax. Jax is furious. Jax delivers a post-match beatdown on Bayley. Then throughout the stadium we hear, it's Tiffy time! Tiffany Stratton out with the briefcase. She goes to cash it in, but Nia Jax won't let her. A look from Jax to Stratton like, how dare you try and win what I should have just won. Jax is screaming at Stratton, I'm gonna beat her, no one else. Stratton is literally belt blocked by her own friend Nia Jax. And then, for good measure, Jax delivers another banzai squash to Bayley. Hopefully I did the late great Yokozuna some justice with that bonsai. But this will also allow Stratton to hold that briefcase for a while longer. There's zero reason to rush this. That briefcase belongs to Tiffany Stratton. It fits perfectly like jean shorts to a Liv Morgan. Yeah! And not to mention, Bayley just destroyed that briefcase a couple weeks ago. This is the perfect time for Tiffany Stratton to introduce like a Barbie-themed briefcase or something that really fits her character. She could use that briefcase as an accessory, not just her ticket to a future championship victory. Keyword, future. Now's not the time. Don't rush it. Let Bayley continue a badass title reign. Let Bayley have a badass title reign. Bayley goes over Jax. Tiffany does not cash in at SummerSlam. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. The gold is on the line. Now, we all know what's happening here, right? Dominic Mysterio will screw over Mommy Rhea and join with Morgan, allowing the champion to retain. But let BC throw a different direction at ya. Finn Balor ruins the plans of Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. It's Finn Balor that allows Liv Morgan to retain that championship. Balor aligns with Morgan, and it all started with that hotel room key that Balor took from the table to tap into a little Vincent Kennedy McMahon, if I may. It was Finn! It was Finn all along! SummerSlam 2024, less than 30 hours away. Hopefully you guys stop by the channel during SummerSlam. BC will be live for the good, the bad, and the ugly review. So during SummerSlam, stop by, say what's up to BC and his thousands of Amplified Unit subscribers. Have a coffee, watch SummerSlam with the unit. Until then, BC and the unit say and check you.